Hey guys, good evening. Am I dicking and sunning? Hey, 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 hey. फिर इतने वायर्स दिखते हैं मुझे कि बस मैं कंफ्यूज हो जाती हूँ. Hey, 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 hey. So I'm dicking and sunning and you are there and everything is good and the day has been treating you well and all cool. आयुषी ठाकुर जबरदस्त. डीपी भी चेंज हो गया आपका. It's been raining incessantly over here. I think it started about 11:30, 12 something. अब तक चल रहा है. Ajay Gupta, this is not a Hindi class. You have come here to learn English. So I'm going to speak in English and you have to understand English. Shubhradeep, Bangalore. Yes, Yogita, same here. Done. Just before the session. So I'm absolutely energetic right now. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes, yes. I know, Shivai, but I don't want to send my Bangalore Mosam to your Rajasthan. No way. You come over here and enjoy it. What do you say, guys? What's up? Seriously, Chirag, lovely. Kaushik, yes, we have daily sessions. And currently, Kaushik, we are doing this series, Cat Before Cat, as the banner suggests. So every single day we have got one or the other educator doing these sessions at 5 p.m. Yesterday, like ALP sir did parajumbles. No, Sukun, I will not start the session like urgently or anything. I will start it when I want to start. I need to first chit chat with my students. You can come back after 5 minutes, okay? Red alert for what? Karthik, good to see you. Tejaswini, Parajumbles. Out of 7, you did 7 questions in yesterday's session and you got only 1 correct. So you have understood Tejaswini, Parajumbles is bewafa. No need to put your energy and happiness and everything into that. Yes, Ayushi Thakur. Why did you change your DP? Yuvraj Dutt, good to see you there. सुकून, you will stay. Okay, so सुकून से बैठ जा तू. नाम सुकून है लेकिन बिल्कुल बेसुकून. Alex, happy to see you. So guys, I hope everything is good at your end. It's a beautiful day here at my end. अभी just before the session I was peeping out the window and thinking, my goodness, भगवान की लीला देखो कितना सुंदर ये rainfall है. And I have drawn aside the curtains. I can see from here, like I can see the rain falling pitter patter on my window panes. And we are going to do the session. Okay? Alright everybody, chaliye, let's start now. We are done with our initial chit chat. So, yesterday you did parajumbles. Day before yesterday you had RC with me. Today we are going to do short summary together. Let's see how many questions you can solve. Chale? Mahadev, Eon essays. If it's not your level, please do not start with Eon essays. Because if it's tough reading, you won't learn. Okay, every single person out there who is attending my session, thank you for joining me. Welcome to the session, guys. And now we are going to start. So please roll up your sleeves, pull out a sheet of paper and a pen, because you may need to note down some important points, tips and tricks and techniques. And of course, chalo, let's start. So the first thing is here. This is your week 5 that is going on. RC done. Right? Parajumbles with ALP done. Today on. Right? And then I'm going to meet you again day after tomorrow with para completion. Okay? Marathon on Sunday. Oh. Okay. Chaliye, no problem. So, short summaries, you're going to get 2 to 3 in the test. Again, there's no guarantee. It'll be 2 or 3. Fine. If you get 2 to 3 questions, please attempt short summaries, because these are very doable questions. Okay. So, what do you need for short summaries? You need some techniques. Short summaries is the only topic in VARC which rests more on techniques than actual reading. ठीक है? Alright, Shubhradeep and Ayushman and everybody. Yes, Shubhradeep, you should get short summaries correct most of the time. This is a beautiful topic. Anybody who can manage his way around in RCs can actually do short summaries too. Okay, so please focus on this topic. It is worth the investment, the time investment. Okay, so let's roll now. What are we going to do as part of this session? I have lined up how many? 5 plus 5 plus 6 questions. This is level 1, this is level 2, and this is PYQs from 2023. So we are going to do 10 and 6, 16 questions total. Are you all ready for the show, for the challenge? Everyone? Yes, I hate OOO. I simply hate it. Come on guys, are we ready? Love Thy RC series. No, Adarsh. 3 more recordings are going to go out this week. I can't stop that. Okay? Chalo. So 16 questions. You should get a score of at least 10 to 11 upon 16. I want you to attempt all the questions. Fine. So, yep, ready. Now, let's just do a quick recap of the techniques that we use in short summaries, because there are many students here today who are attending my class for the first time. So I just need to kind of give it to them in a nutshell. Short summaries mein, what do we do? So Shubhradeep and Ayushi and Ayush and Chirag and everybody, if you have done short summaries with me, just hold your horses. Let me do this quick recap and then off we go to the questions. So first thing is you need to handle the para. Second thing is how to handle the options. ये broad thing है. Okay. And one more important thing. POE, like all the techniques of POE apply to short summaries too. I did a brief recap session of POE on YouTube as a recorded session, and I gave you the link on FB. Have you guys checked that or not? Please confirm that to me quickly. Shubhradeep, Ayushi, Parval, Richa, Yash. It was a short session. Yeah. So POE techniques can be applied completely in short summaries. Yuvraj, save that link I'm telling you. In November, you can do a quick revision of those POE techniques. All right. Yay. Okay. So this is done. Now handle the para and handle the options. Let me give it to you like very quickly. Fine. When you see the para, step number 1, identify the hero. It can be existentialism, it can be Kant, it can be Socrates, it can be Socrates' trial, it can be elephant-human hostility, it can be starfish, it can be anything, the hero of the para. Okay, how do you identify the hero of the para? It's there in the first 2 lines and it's there somewhere in the end. Cool? Step number 2. Once you identify the hero, check the options. Quickly, just a glance at the options. Very often, CAT gives you a certain pattern. Okay, 2 options similar, 2 options similar. All right, or all 4 options starting with the same words. So check the options quickly. Fine. Based on the hero of the passage, you can eliminate 1 or 2 options. Right? What is wrong with you guys? Ajay, do you mind going out of the class, please, Ajay? Please leave my class. I mean, you have so many other places where you can go and let out gas. All right? This is not the place, Ajay. So if you don't want me to block you, please maintain discipline or simply leave the class. बाउंसर होता मेरे पास तो आपको डिफेनेस्ट्रेट करवा देती मैं. पढ़ने में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, यहाँ मत आया करो. Clear, Ajay? And Ayushi, I really don't understand why you sit in the sessions and get interested in all these crappy people who sit in the session. Why do you lap up this attention? Why can't you just ignore these people? They are troublemakers. And they look for a sitting duck, and that sitting duck is you. I don't like this kind of a chaos. I spent 2 hours of my time today making this PPT, compiling the questions, and I will not tolerate such nuisance. Clear, everybody? Ajay, this is not the place for you. Nahi aata hai, please get out of the class. All right? Chaliye. And you can go and complain at the police station also if you want. But I'm telling you, get out of the class. All right, everybody. Now, if you do not pay attention here, if you pay attention to troublemakers like Ajay, जिनको हिंदी आती है, अंग्रेजी नहीं आती है, I'm going to close the session and walk away. Okay, so the best treatment that we can give him is ignore completely. Now, identify the hero. Yeah, next harkat, and I'm going to block. Yeah, I'm just going to block him. So, identify the hero. Check the options quickly, give it a glance. Then what do? When you see the options over there, what do? You can understand whether 1 or 2 can be eliminated. Okay? Then what do? We go back up to the para. Alright? We go up to the para and then we see what? We see if we can actually divide the para into parts. Right? Divide the para into parts. Yeah. So when I say divide the para into parts, you are like, going to see the introduction, then maybe some examples, then maybe some advantage, disadvantage, and the last two lines are very, very important. Is it clear, everyone? This is how we handle the para. Point number 5th here, transition words. Yes, Ayushi? Biswal? Okay. I'm repeating these points. I'm repeating. Please everybody pay attention. Identify the hero. Okay. It can be anything that is there in the para. You'll see it in the beginning. You'll see it somewhere in the end. Okay. Check the options. Maybe one option can be struck off as process of elimination. Third one, divide the para into parts. Introduction, explanation, example, comparison, but, however, transition words, and then the last two lines of the para are more often than not important. So in your answer, the last two lines generally will be there. Point number 6, in case there's a recommendation, suggestion, some solution that has to be there in your summary. Clear? Done with these points. How you are going to handle the para. Fine. Note them down. I'm telling you this is exactly what works in your short summary questions. Okay. Then I'm going to give you now how to handle the options. Everybody. Hi Yash, exactly. That point is of course there. In case there is an option that's very short, that cannot be the summary. That's of course common sense also. In case there's an option in which the hero is somewhere mentioned in the end of the option, that cannot be your short summary because the hero has to be somewhere at the beginning. Cool? So let me take you over to the options now. How will you handle the questions? Number 1, very short. Eliminated. Got it? Arpit, Subhradeep. Eliminated. Vedamitra. Number 2, hero, later, somewhere towards the end, eliminated. Ye. Got it? Number 3, check the pattern. CAT gives you these patterns. Kaisa patterns hai? 2 options, this, or like this, or all 4 starting with similar words, or all 4 different. All 4 different. Look for the pattern. No problem, Akash Verma. You'll enjoy here now. Okay? Did you understand, guys, what I mentioned about the patterns? Everybody, did you understand the patterns? All 4 options can be different. I mean, they can start with different words. Ayushi, Tejaswini, Subhradeep. They can be A and B start with similar words, C and D start with similar words. Another one is all 4 start with same words. These A and C start with similar words, B and D start with similar words. Right? So check the pattern. This happens in CAT questions. I have got PYQs for you today. I'm going to show you that. Okay? Point number 4. When you are left with 2 options, okay, look for the difference. Look for the difference between the 2 options and prove one. Got it? Saloni, Adarsh, Only Cat, Richa Bhagat, Uttam, Joyal. When you are left with 2 options, prove one. It may so happen that both the options are correct. POE, all the techniques apply to short summaries. Got it? Ha Vigyan, kya hua? If 2 options are similar looking, then the answer is, it generally happens, Abhigyan. It's a pattern. Okay? So 2 options, aisa. Fine, done. This is how you handle options. Right? One hero wala to bata diya maine, pattern ho gaya, 2 options ho gaya, sorted. Yes, Biswal, we are going to apply all these techniques. Okay. One last point. Apply POE जिसमें आपका mostly all, never, none, superlatives, all these apply. ठीक है योगिता? Alex, look for these trap words in the options. Jyoti, you just need to copy these and save these and apply when you're practicing. सब समझ में आ जाएगा. We are going to practice now. So, let's roll now. I have got 16 questions. Sukanya, Sukoon, Yash, Joyal, everybody. Just remember these techniques. And for every question, first you are going to solve, then I will demonstrate how I would handle it. Started with Amitra? Cool. Come on. Level 1. Let's roll. Question number 1. Go on, guys. I'm giving you time. No, these are not theta, Smriti. Negative होता है इसमें. AI से बात शुरू होती है और खत्म होती है. Enjoy the questions, guys. Joyal, save your answer. I'm not disclosing any answer right now. There are 5 questions in this level. You will do all 5 and then we discuss these 5 questions. Alright guys, 5 questions. Save your answers. Tanzeel, Tejaswini. Done, Yuvraj? Perfect. Alex, Mishti, come on. You save it. C hai, B hai, whatever it is. Next. Urban green spaces. Another hot topic. वाह, अजय गुप्ता का भी C आया है. Very good. अश्मी ने सोचा है सारे क्वेश्चंस का सी दूंगी मैं आंसर. जॉयल बेटा, सेव योर आंसर. Save दोस्तों, save. Yes, very good. So this is a para on urban spaces, urban green spaces, and how the cities are restructuring. Done. Done? All right. Chalo. Question number 3. Are we done? No others. The para doesn't need to take the examples. It just needs the concept. So we are done with this and this and this one on Renaissance. Are you sure you're done, guys? You have the answer to this question? Yeah? Okay. Richa, question number 4. Ocean plastic pollution. Arey nahi Sagnik, it's because you are there in the session. You guys make me happy. Done? Acha. I thought this is a confusing question. No, not yet. The PYQs haven't come yet. That's the third section. Abhigyan, no? Take your time. Derek says B, okay? I know, printing press के बिना तो मेरा दिन ही नहीं खत्म होता है. Tanzil, what's your answer to this question? No, Arpit, no. The topic could have been similar, but the questions are all new. The paragraphs, because I have picked these from Scientific American today. Okay, chalo. Last question. Language. See, these are the general topics on which CAT gives its passages and paragraphs. Yes, Derek, it is very normal. What do you say? Are we done? Yes, Joel, that is how it's supposed to be. Confusing between two. Okay, Derek. Done! Ria is also done. Okay, good. So all 5. I'm going to show you the questions once again. Finalize your answers. You're supposed to attempt every question of short summary. ठीक है? So just do all the check all the 5 questions again and then I'll show you the answers. Come on Ajay. PK, Yogita, Tejaswini, Richa. Number 1. 2. 3. Yes, Biswal. 4. 5. No problem, Rishiraj, you can join us from the 6th question. We have completed only 5. There are still many more to go. Ready with your answers, Shubham, Tanzil, Apratim, Joyle? Fingers crossed. I want you guys to get all 5 correct. If not 5, at least 4. Yuvraj, at least 4. Okay, Tanzil, Joyle, Nikita, Apratim, at least 4. Okay, Saloni, well done. You got all 5 correct, Saloni. That is impressive. Yashi, you got 1 wrong. Many of you got 1 wrong. Well done. मजा तो तब आएगा ना when you are able to apply these to your PYQs. The last one was tricky. Many of you must have got it wrong. Yes, Yogita. Yeah, Sagnik, pat yourself on the back. Very good, Karan. Super proud of you. Okay. Tukka nahi chalta hai, Derek. CAT is not on Tukka. VARC is completely logic based. We'll go to number 5 first. Now those of you who don't have doubts can take a walk and come back while I explain these to the others. Okay? Nobody is going to rush me or feel that late ho raha hai. I'm going to explain these questions for the benefit of everybody out there. Language preservation is increasingly urgent as globalization accelerates the dominance. Okay? Languages are getting extinct, indigenous languages, and the culprit is globalization. Right? So, globalization accelerates the dominance of widely spoken tongues. Indigenous languages spoken by populations lack records. This is the detail. Okay? Here, scholars note that language is closely tied to culture. Efforts to document teach should include digital tools. This, nevertheless, challenges. There is suggestion as well. Efforts to document. So, suggestions yahan hai. And then another part, challenges. Now, in your answer, suggestions and challenges have to be there. Plus the problem. This is your problem. Right? So, indigenous languages are at risk due to what? Globalization. Preservation requires documentation, suggestion, teaching and community support. The challenges persist, that part is not there. Fine, still this is good. Let's eliminate. Globalization threatens languages, but economic opportunity justifies prioritizing dominant languages. Look at the tone. Prioritizes, it justifies prioritizing dominant languages. That means dominant languages को रहना चाहिए. Let the indigenous languages go to hell. So this is opposite of what is given there. Right? Then, language preservation is important for cultural and practical reasons. I was left with A and C. Cultural and practical reasons, yes. Yet it faces challenges that can be overcome with collective efforts. Okay. Cultural and practical reasons faces challenges overcome with collective efforts. Collective efforts better hai ya preservation requires documentation, teaching and community support? Which one is better? Yahan in both A and C they have given you the steps, the recommendation. Hai na? So here it is can be overcome with collective efforts. This is pretty vague. Collective what? Collectively should we go and just enjoy ourselves? What is collective? And A gives you more specific recommendation, requires documentation, teaching and community. Right? So this is good. Now, option D. The good part of option D was this. This effort is paired with community efforts and academics. Yahan diya hai na aapka. Economic opportunity, community programs and school curricula. But look at the first part. Digital tools can prevent the extinction of endangered languages. Only digital tools? Include digital tools, community programs and school curricula. Right? So how can you say only digital tools ko hero bana karke, and you are saying they can prevent the extinction of endangered languages? If this effort is paired with this, so this over here is what I call distortion. Okay, now you can ask me your doubts related to question 5. Bolo. Anybody? Dudes. Yes, Naman. The answer is A. This. Yes, rescue Topisa. Clear? Yes, Tejaswini. A doesn't have the challenges. Challenges end mein. The challenges persist. Limited funding, migration, economic opportunity. Right? But which one has the challenges? C has challenges, right? Now between A and C, do you see this? How vague this is? Yet it faces challenges that can be overcome with collective efforts. Collective efforts? Yahan bola hai what? Community programs and school curricula and digital tools. How can you focus only on collective efforts? So this is better. Alright, next question 4. Answer kya hai iska? B. Now, ocean plastic pollution. This is the hero. Go down and look at the options. Coastal communities are affected, eliminated. Waste management and policy measures can solve the problem of this. Ocean pollution is the hero. So this is eliminated because the spotlight here is on waste management and policy measures. So just by identifying the hero, I can eliminate 2 options. I'm left with A and B. Okay. Look at the difference between these two. Microplastics brought about by ocean plastic pollution, GERD, are a major concern compared to other environmental challenges. Compared to, okay, plastic pollution threatens marine systems and human health. Marine life, human health. Requiring urgent action. Here it's given action is needed. So B is the better one. Is it clear? Zaosh Irani, in which one? Which question are you talking about? 4 or 5? Yes, Prabhakar Raj, you can start preparing for CAT. Sri Ganesh, kar lo aap. Which question, Irani? This one. You want to know why we eliminated D? Because D starts talking, Irani, waste management and policy measures. Okay, I'll show you the paragraph, Irani, just be there. देखो यहाँ पे B is the answer. I'll take you to the para. Ocean plastic pollution has reached alarming levels, threatening marine life and human health. This is the problem, right, Irani? Then you explain it. Details, technical details, microplastics, breakdown, impact this, coastal communities depend on this, contaminated, okay, finished. So this is part 2. This one was part 1, that was the problem. Part 2, technical details. I'll write here. Technical details. Part 3, Zao Shirani, starts with international efforts to reduce this are underway. They are going on, but progress remains slow. So what do scientists stress on? This is part 4, right? This was steps and this is needed. ठीक है? Part 4 is what is needed. Addressing plastic pollution requires coordinated action, behavioral change and technological innovation on a global scale. International efforts to reduce, use and improve this are underway. But that is not enough, Zaosh Irani. Okay? So this one says waste management and policy measures. That is already happening. Can solve the problem of ocean plastics provided there is coordinated and global action. Where is the problem in this? This is only solution. Only the suggestion part. Option B has both problem and suggestion. Plastic pollution threatens this, requiring what? This. So B is better than D. Got it, Zao Shirani? Have I cleared it for you? Done? Okay. Question number 3. A very similar question had come in CAT 21 or 22 something. उसमें भी Renaissance था, aided by something था. Geometric design something aided by Renaissance. Okay. Then, what happened here? Did you get it wrong, guys? The answer is A. It was between C, A and C. Brought about by the printing press or aided by the printing press? Obviously, this is correct. Yes, Tejaswini, 3D geometrical design that was aided by the Renaissance period. उसके basis पे ही ये बनाया था मैंने. Nikita, I have shown you the difference, Nikita. Aided by the printing press or brought about? Purposely A and C were set very close. Right? So A is better because printing press, dekh lo yahan. The invention of the printing press amplified these ideas. The ideas were already there. Correct? Done. Question 2. Urban green spaces. Answer kya tha aapka? D. Okay? Urban green spaces such as parks and community gardens contribute to public health in ways that extend beyond aesthetics. Public health. Studies indicate that access to greenery reduces stress. Public health. This is being explained here. This is part 1. Part 2 is what? Plants help moderate urban temperatures. You come up with the plant point. Fine. Part 3, however, cities often face pressure to prioritize this over the environmental benefits. Reducing green space. Part 3. Part 4 is what do they recommend? The paragraph has distinct 4 parts. Right? You marked C, Biswal, in this. Okay. Access to greenery benefits society, though some city planners dispute the evidence. Access to greenery benefits the society. How? Urban hero, urban green spaces is the hero, right? Parks and gardens steal the limelight, eliminated. Access to greenery benefits the society. You need green spaces, wala. So it's between C and D. Okay. Urban planning must focus on minimizing flooding and pollution. Does he focus on flooding and pollution only? He says many things. Urban temperatures, filter air pollutants, absorb rainwater, mitigating flooding risks. There are 4 things mentioned over there. Why would you take only 2? Narrow. Besides creating green spaces. So this is the only one. No, must is not extreme. We didn't eliminate because of that. We eliminated because it was narrow. It was talking about only 2 things, flooding and pollution. No, Nikita, it's not a red flag. Okay, done? So D is your answer. Question number 1. AI हमारा चाहिए था. इसका आंसर क्या था? It was C. Right? So, AI has increasingly penetrated sectors once thought immune to automation. Finance, algo, okay. So this is kind of, changing the scenario. Assists in diagnosis and treatment planning. First part. Correct? The second part is here. While these technologies promise this, they also raise ethical questions regarding this. Right? Then the third part is here. The conversation is complicated by the rapid pace of this, which often outstrips this. Right? So here there is this situation, trading patterns, and it reaches everywhere. Then the second part talks about ethical concerns, and the third part is the conversation or debate. Got it? So let's go down to the options now. AI has entered fields like finance and medicine, making work more efficient and reducing human error. Where is the warning? Where is the ethical point? Eliminated. Right? AI is a powerful tool and its implementation should be regulated to maximize societal benefits. Fine, but where is the caution, that ethical thing? Out. Right? AI is transforming multiple sectors, but the change of tone. I told you, look for transition words. While, despite, in spite of, however, nevertheless, but. Right? So this change of tone should be there. Policymakers face challenges in regulating AI, especially in finance and healthcare. Policymakers पे spotlight क्यों है? Not done. Right? So it is C. Done, everybody? All the 5 questions I have explained. Can we move on to level 2? If you guys are clear about all the questions and explanations. Naman, Sagar, Nikita. Perfect. Chaliye. हो गया? Yup. Level 2. Another 5 questions. Okay. Out of these, 1 may be pretty doable, pretty easy. The other 4 are supposed to be tricky. देखती हूँ if you guys can do these easily. Number 1. And save your answers. Okay, Sagar. Perfect. So you've logged in with your real name. I'm happy. Have you saved your answer? Achal? Sagar? Cool. Tanzil done? I'm taking you over to question number 2. Okay, Subradeep. Question 2. ओ तेरी बी यहां पर है. Sorry about that. बच्चों अभी डन? Yay. So we are done with this and this. Okay, question 3. Salonate can be if the para is not comparing. Arithro, good to see you there. Done. Okay. Cool. A quick reminder about the night classes. Okay, 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. And we have already started with this. So those of you who wish to enroll can go down and click on the link. Chalo, question 4. डन, लॉक किया जाए. ओके. भाई FXD को पता ही नहीं हम कर क्या रहे हैं, क्वेश्चन क्या है. कौन से सेशन में आए हो आप? चलो, द लास्ट क्वेश्चन ऑफ दिस लेवल. दिस मे बी वेरी इजी, द फिफ्थ वन. FXD, we are doing short summaries, para summaries. This one is easy, I know. Sorted? Climate change तो हर पैरा हर पैसेज में रहता है सागर. It's one of CAT's favorite topics. Language extinction, AI, climate change, plastic pollution, ये सब बहुत ही कॉमन वाले हैं. I'll show you the questions once again and then we go over to the answer sheet. Yes, sir, Ritro. Question 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, good. Many of you got the perfect set, perfect 5. Some of you said AD, triple A. Okay, so you got the fourth one wrong. Some of you got the first one wrong. Okay. इसके बाद PYQs है. देखते हैं how well you can apply those techniques that you just learned. Good, Yogita, 9 upon 10. That's brilliant. Many of you got this wrong, so I'll just take you here. Witnessed a dramatic rise. Okay. Private companies like this, so we don't need to put this. Governments continue to do this, private initiatives are reshaping this partnership, so we want both together, right? And then critics are cautioning about it. So private companies are transforming space exploration with the governments, offering innovation but also posing this. So the problem is also there. Space exploration is now driven by the private and public sector and promises to expand horizons. Even this is fine. There is nothing wrong with this option, right? A and B, nothing wrong with B, driven by the private and public sector and promises to expand horizons. Cool. Space travel in the future looks promising with economical rockets and government support to private companies. Economical rockets. Why would you go with something so narrow? Yeah. This one, developed reusable rockets, reducing costs. So this one is pretty narrow. We eliminate this. Governments are cautious about private involvement in space exploration. Governments are not cautious. Critics are cautious. So this is word play. Eliminated. It's between A and B. Between A and B, A is better. Why? Because it mentions this part also, safety and ethical challenges. B doesn't have the second part. It's incomplete. Zaosh Irani, is it clear now? Done. Okay. Question number 2. Any doubt? Let me know, people. The answer here was D. A. C. Question number 5 doesn't need any explanation. Mood writer. Why not B, you are saying, okay? Online learning is superior to traditional classroom methods. यहाँ बोला है surge in popularity. How do we know that it is superior to traditional classroom methods? Tell me, please. Option B, superior to faulty comparison. You got it? Technology ensures this. Technology, too broad. You're talking about digital learning platforms. Yes, Amna, I can explain why not C. Amna Fatima. Technology ensures better student engagement and understanding if incorporated. The paragraph is talking specifically about digital learning platforms. Technology is very broad. So technology wala eliminated. B, faulty comparison. Okay. A में क्या problem है? Digital education poses challenges, so it should be used in consultation with policy makers and educators. Word play. Clear? Peeps? Amna Fatima, clear? Okay, we are done with this. Question 3, any doubt? Question 4 में जाना है, अभी चलेंगे. पहले question 3 कर ले. Alex, Sagar, all clear? Done? Okay. Question 4. Somebody has a doubt over here. Cultural changes बोल रहे हो आप. This one. Employee mental health has gained increasing attention as organizations. Okay. Stress, burnout. So this is the main point. This is all explanation. Right? Experts emphasize that stigma reduction, proactive support are key to meaningful improvement. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Systemic changes are necessary for long-term impact. You need overall big changes, general changes. Right? So, workplace mental health is vital, it's important, requiring both supportive programs, जो चल रहा है, and deeper cultural changes for lasting impact. Deeper cultural changes, systemic changes, overall changes. Right? And here he has talked about systemic changes in organizational culture are necessary for this. So, and deeper cultural changes. So, what's wrong with this? Vedamitra, question 3, option C. Okay. Governments and communities can drive renewable energy adoption effectively, though challenges remain. Okay. Governments and private investors are funding large scale while communities explore this. Okay. Challenges remain. Right? Can drive this. Where is the problem? This is only the solution. They can drive renewable energy adoption effectively. But where is the mudda? Crucial for this, technological advances, okay, competitive with fossil fuels. Where is the main point, the hero? Here the focus is on governments and communities, Vedamitra Dash. Governments and communities पे spotlight क्यों रहेगा? The hero has to be somewhere in the first part of the sentence. So this is better. Right? Clear है Vedamitra? Question 4 clear? Are we done? Get ready for PYQs. फिर ओनली कैट आ गया, अभी सागर था। ये कैमियो रोल्स क्यों खेल रहे हो भाई? यप, चलिए PYQs, क्वेश्चन नंबर 1। One option, hero missing. One option, example focused. अच्छा अच्छा सागर, तू आराम से बैठ जा भाई, कोई भी आईडी से लॉगिन करो, नो प्रॉब्लम। Which two options are you left with? I need to know that. आंसर मत दो, but which two options are you left with? Okay, what's your answer? चलिए, C. Obviously it was between A and C. Octavian, useless example, eliminated. Hero missing in B, eliminated. Between A and C. You know what is the difference between A and C? Who's going to tell me this? तेजस्विनी बता मुझे. The reason. टेक्नोलॉजी दोनों में है. Yes, युवराज, awesome. Mediated by, fueled by. Yeah, mediated by is positive tone. Kind of, aided by, mediated by. Fueled by. यहाँ क्या बोला? Was a feature of history long before modern journalism. Right? And then all this example. We don't want this. But here, very important. The 21st century has seen the weaponization of info on an unprecedented scale. Powerful technology makes the fabrication of content simple, झूठी कहानियां निकालने में. And social networks amplify falsehoods, increase, exacerbate falsehoods, lie, peddled by states जो कहानियां निकालते हैं governments, populist politicians, demagogues, and dishonest corporate entities. The platforms, that is technological platforms, have become fertile ground for computational propaganda, trolling, and this. So which is better, mediated by or fueled by? Right? That's why it's C. Is it clear, guys, how we eliminated these options, how you handle the paragraph, how यहाँ पे but दिया हुआ है? Done? Nikita, there is a fine difference between misinfo and disinfo, but in this question they both have been taken to mean something similar. Okay? Generally they are interchangeable. In prescriptivist English, There is a fine line between the two. Cool? चलिए नेक्स्ट, colonialism. PYQ है आपका. Done, seriously. Okay, look at the pattern here. Colonialism, colonialism. Okay. As a result of developments in this European colonialism, and here technological advancements in this. So, check. A and C are very short, B and D are slightly long. What's your answer? Guys, Yogita, B, okay? Okay. Allow me to just divide the para into parts and then I'll show you the answer. Colonialism is not a modern phenomenon. Examples, okay? Adjacent territory setting its people on newly this in the 16th century changed decisively because of, okay. From here there's part 2. Part 1 is colonialism is not new. Part 2 says what happened in the 16th century, right Yuvraj, Shubhradeep? It changed decisively because of technological developments. Correct? Okay. And then we come down to the last 2 lines. The term colonialism is used to describe the process of this violent dispossession, domination, including the Americas, blah, blah, blah. So if you want, you can divide it into 3 parts. The third part talks about the modern European colonial project. Fine? Here. 3 distinct parts. Shubhradeep, Shubham, Arithro. Now, colonialism surged in the 16th century due to advancements as a result of developments, colonialism, technological advancements. Now you just check and give me your answer. Smriti. Yes, good. Well done. Let me show you the elimination. Colonialism surged in the 16th century due to advancements in navigation, enabling British settlements abroad and global dominance. Okay. Advancements in navigation, where is the technological advancement thing? So advancements in navigation, यहाँ बोला है technological developments in navigation, ठीक है, advancements ले लेते हैं उसको, that began to connect more remote parts of the world. Okay, but if you look at B and D, they have the European part as well. Do you see my point, everybody? Yogita, you marked it wrong, I guess. Options A and C are too short. Because when I divided my para, I was left with 3 parts. First, then second, technological advancement. Third one was the European colonial something. So B and D have those parts. Now B says, as a result of navigation technology, European colonialism led to the displacement of this. यहाँ कह रहा है technological advancements in navigation. Okay, when? In the 16th century. Did what? Transformed colonialism. Good. Enabling किसको? Europeans to establish settlements of dominance. Not necessary Tejaswini, all parts zaruri nahi hai, it's just that the important part should be there. You got it, everybody? Yeah. So European wala is mentioned in B and D. If you check B, there is language distortion. European colonialism led to the displacement of this and this in the 16th century. Pura aage piche. So D is in the right sequence and it includes the important things. Fine. Question number 3. Come on guys, move on. Sami Hussain and everybody. The last two lines of the para are mostly important. Elimination खेलो guys, आराम से आंसर आ रहा है. Tell me guys. Tejaswini. The last two lines are important here. The ability to create counterfactuals develops through childhood. कब develop होता है? Through childhood and contributes to reasoning about other people's beliefs, including their false ones. No problem, Shubhradeep. Take care. Yeah? So the answer is definitely C. Well done. Okay? Here. One's developmental process. Cool? चलिए. Question, अच्छा यहाँ NMAT वाला reminder please. NMAT and SNAP 25-26. We have started our courses, our batch. So 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. ये है. As part of verbal, you will get loads of vocab and grammar from me. Besides the regular RCPJs and all. And grammar ka there's a very nice course, Super 150, that is like, generally the Brahmastra for all kinds of grammar that you come across in OMETs. ठीक है? So you can enroll for this. Question 4. Three distinct parts. Come on, Tejaswini. This suggests that understanding how extreme heat is narrated is very important. Who is going to narrate it? Yes, Yuvraj, Anuj, Aryan. Who will narrate it? Cool? Yeah. Perfect. You guys got it. Amazing. Enormous risk. The problem. The media plays a pivotal role in alerting people to this danger. Clear? Perfect. Question 5. Go on, guys. Yes, Ayushman, this is the penultimate question. तेजस्विनी ये देख रही हो? By contrast. It's a very important point. It should be there in your answer. बताओ guys. युवराज, आंचल, सीरियसली तो PYQs तो तुम लोगों के लिए ज्यादा आसान है. So good. Yes, Yogita, here the meaning. Conformism, non-conformism. Conformism is follow. Non-conformism is stand out. Don't follow the crowd. Yes, Aryan, see, these are all PYQs. Tanushri, Sagar, yeah, Devishri. You see, so I told you this zone is very important. The perfectionists of today, hero is perfect, perfectionist wala, right? Perfectionism. Perfectionism of this era was this. Meant seamlessly conforming to values, blending with others, being a part of the rat race, right? Joining the bandwagon, under pressure to look like everyone else. And today, it is how we stand out through their idiosyncratic style and wit. So conformism to non-conformism, this has the key part. Right? Nikita, improve karna padega. You cannot take more than 2 minutes for a short summary question. Otherwise, there's no point. The last question, guys. Come on. This is a tricky question. नहीं पी के 4 मिनट कैसे चलेगा? सामी हुसैन 6 का आंसर आपका क्या है? ए है. ओके. Many people got it wrong in the test. Okay, Sagar, I'll take you back. Gradually, life for birds is improving. Prions, white-headed petrels, managed to cling on in some sites while pests were on the island. I see. The second part is here. Their numbers are now increasing. They're coming back. Right? As birds return to breed, okay, and then they help soil. Okay. Today, this is so important, Tejaswini. The pretty paddock that Hooton first experienced has been transformed. The tussock is over your head, okay, orchids, okay. Sort of facts. So everything is reviving, right? What is the difference in the options? There is an increasing number of predatory birds and plants on the island despite the presence of pests, which is a positive development. Positive development, correct. Presence of pests, you need to check. Absence of pests, you need to check. Do you realize there is a pattern? I mean, presence and absence, two options have been given to show you opposites. Answer has to be one of them. Correct, Yogita, correct. There is a huge positive transformation of the ecosystem of the island when brought under environmental protection. Where is the birds का thing? Birds. Revival. Words ही नहीं है अच्छे इसमें. Words नहीं है, birds भी नहीं है. Out. Flowering plants, herbs and birds are now being protected on this wonderful Antarctic island. Where is the problem? Missing. Right? So it's between A and B. While pests were on the island. So if I have to select between A and B, what should I go with? Obviously B. Now they are absent. Correct. And option A says increasing number of predatory birds. How do you know? Predatory है कि नहीं है? Prions and white-headed petrels, they are not predatory birds. Predatory तो वो हुए जो शिकार करने आएंगे. Birds are returning to breed. They also poo. It's like, you know, a nice shelter for them, a nice ecosystem for them. यहाँ बोला है, predatory कहाँ use हुआ है? Look at this. Which in turn helps the plants to grow back stronger. Tall plants help burrowing birds hide from predatory skewers. They hide from those. So improving, kiska number improving? We don't know if it's predatory birds. Maybe it's all. So why are you specifically using predatory? So yes, it is Tanzil, it is B. We are done. Tell me the scores now. Sorted. 16 questions done. Predatory birds wala and present and absent. Got it, Sami? Tanzil, is it clear? I felt you guys found PYQs easier than the normal questions. And that's a feather in your cap. Well done, Karan and Mayank, Yogita, Tejaswini, Sukanya, Devishri, Asad, Tanzil. I'm super proud of you all. Brilliant. Asad, 1 upon 16 because you just joined. You can maybe go through this recording and solve all the 16 questions, Asad. I gave them like level 1, level 2 and then PYQs. Tejaswini, well done. Put your energy, efforts, your positivity, your time in short summaries. Short summaries are going to fetch you marks, Tanya. Alex, 13 upon 16 is a great score. I'll give you the cutoff for today. I said it in the beginning. You can get 11 to 12 today out of 16. It's a superb score. Yay. So Sagar, which question did you want to go back to? Question number 1 here, PYQs may. Others, scoot please. Smriti, mocks की आदत नहीं है आपको. Take more tests. Don't go straight to mocks. Start with sectional smriti. Vedamitra, Aritro, Khushi, Yash, everybody, please take care. Oh, by the way, day after tomorrow, that is 5th, we are doing para completion. Same time, 5 p.m. Okay? Thank you everybody. Thank you guys. Thank you. हाँ तेजस्विनी याद मत दिला मैराथन ऑन संडे क्या होगा कल से कंटेंट बनाने बैठूंगी. Thank you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for being there in the audience. Thank you for making my session bright and lively and ha Smriti, me too. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. तेजस्विनी मेरे साथ चलो स्मृति और तेजस्विनी. खुशी because 9:30 वाला बंद है because this is the YT ना that we are doing इसलिए. Alex, I'm Shabana, SHABANA. तापसी पन्नू ने मेरा नाम चुरा के नाम शबाना मूवी में रख लिया था. ओके चलो गाइज मैं जाती हूँ. You take care everybody. I'm going to see you again very soon. Bye bye.